Hello and welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. This is your February 2022 intuitive tarot reading. It is for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. And as an intuitive reading, it will not, obviously, it's a generic reading, which means it will not resonate with everybody. Apologies for the focus on my camera. It's having a very hard time. I think it's time for me to get a new webcam, get a better quality one. Anyway, as I was saying, since not all the messages will resonate with everybody, if you are interested in a personal reading, you can click the link in the description box down below and be able to connect with me to get to book a reading with me. Okay. For the month of February, I'm going to pull 4 cards and then we'll clarify them, and then I will close out the reading with a card from the Oracle of the Fairies. Just a word of caution, lots of scammers out there. Know that I will never contact you or ask you for money. This is the only social media platform that I'm on. Which means that I will not, like I said, I won't reach out to you. If you want a reading, you need to reach out to me through my website, okay? All right, so let's get started. February 2022. And of course, to begin, I give thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe. And I ask that my seekers and I are provided with protection. But I also ask that I am provided with clear guidance and assistance in interpreting the messages that you provide me, and that they will be for the highest vibrational good of my Leo seekers. Let's get a couple of good shuffles in here. All right, let's pull 4 cards for Leo for February 2022, one for each week of the month. First card out. Second card is out. And third card, or fourth card, is out. Okay, let's clarify those right away. All right, angels. Angels, spirit guides, and universe. Could we kind of clarify the cards that are on the table for Leo for February 2022? One more. Let's do one of the regular shuffles. Other way. Ugh, sorry about that. That didn't work very well. That's a bit better. All right, so let's clarify the 6 of Cups, please, on the table. And one more, please, and thank you. And the 6 of Swords. Let's clarify that. Oops, I'll have to get that card. Give me a second. And one more. Okay, let me just pick up that card. And let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please. Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. Thank you. And clarifying Temperance, please and thank you. I'm truly grateful for all your messages. Two more cards. Oh, sorry. One more card, please and thank you. Okay, we got two. All right. Interesting, interesting, and interesting. Okay. All right. Let's just pull these back a bit so we can start. Okay, Leo. I'm going to start off by saying, first of all, for everybody, for all signs, the year has probably been, or so far the month of January was a very slow sort of month. And as we move into February, things really start kicking off much more for all signs, particularly because Venus has been retrograde and goes direct on January 29th. So by the time you're seeing this, either Venus has gone direct or will be going direct very, very shortly, and things will start to feel much better. Things have been feeling very slow, a little bit sluggish in the air, and Action Jackson starts to happen a little bit as we move more into the month of February and as we go throughout the year. And when we look at, you have the Six of Cups for the first week, the Six of Swords in the second, Ace of Pentacles in the third, and Temperance in the fourth week. Beautiful cards here. Really, really beautiful cards here for you for the month of February, Leo. And so I'm really feeling that for you, really what I'm feeling for the month of February is it's a time and a period for you to kind of take some time to figure out, where do you want to go with, and who do you want to go there with, really, right? Like, what kind of partnerships do you want to develop, and what kind of relationships do you want to have with those partnerships, whether they're romantic partnerships or whether they're business partnerships. And in general, I feel like it's great because, as I said, we have, the card of nostalgia here in the first week, truly hearkening back to, a past period where, things were great. So when we look at those past periods and time gone by, we tend to analyze them and say, what parts of those periods really made that a really great time period for us, and who, more than just what happened, but who was in our lives at that time to really make us, get that vibe of, what partnerships do you want, and who do you want to share yourself with, right? What kind of people do you want to share yourself with, parts of yourself, right? And what kind of intimacy do you really want to have with these people? And so in this first week, which is kind of the week of sort of January 31st to say the 6th of February, we really have this fantastic hearkening back to the past and who was in our lives and what our lives were like at that time. I mean, you're being clarified by the Sun, by the Star card, and the Knight of Wands, which truly is abundance, warmth, very optimistic period of your life. Fantastic, energy here with passion and action, right? The Knight of Wands, he's an action guy, and this guy in particularly, he's a travel kind of guy, right? So maybe you're thinking about particularly, trips that you've been on and people that you've traveled with, and really how fantastic, those times were with the people that you you deal with on a daily basis, whether that's your partner, whether that's a business partner, whether that's you know, just friends, family in general, right? And it's really about exploring that, right? Exploring those feelings of happiness and warmth and you know, big yes, right? It's a big yes here in this first row for you, right? Um, or sorry, this first column here. So when we get into the second week, which is really sort of the week of February the 7th, you know, things are going well, right? It's the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is being clarified here by the Nine of Wands, the Judgment card, and Temperance. So when I'm looking at this week in general, you have been really sort of probably, you know, been battling a few things, and things have been maybe, as I said, January, particularly picking up on this Nine of Wands is coming from more of the energy of January, the month of January, and how things are a little bit harder. But this month and this week in particular is a go week for you, right? You are very much, you know, navigating the waters of whatever situations you're in very smoothly, right? Going from those choppy waters to the smoother waters, looking, you know, not really necessarily having the full, you know, roadmap of where everything is going to, but everything is still very much in a nice smooth mood for you, very, very, you know, going well, right? Things are progressing, right? And when I look at the Judgment, I mean, it's progressing purposefully for you, right? In a karmic kind of way, right? In a cosmic karmic way, right? And of course, we don't necessarily know what she sees in front of her. We do have the moon there, which tells us there's still a bit of mystery as to, you know, where she's going to end up, right, on this card, right? Or where you're going to end up. But it's okay because, you know, things take time, right? And patience is a virtue, as they say, right? And understanding that, being able to balance things. It's this card on this Temperance, you particularly see it 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground, a good balancing act that needs to be that's being done here. But as I said, very karmic, that the path that you're navigating is really the road for you. So lovely there as well. When we get into the week of the 14th of February, of course, Valentine's week, something new, brand new, starting right here, right? Ace of Pentacles is usually something new in the financial world, but could also very much be, in this case, a new plan for you, as I said, to do with perhaps business partnerships or with just partnerships in general, or family, friends, those people that you want to be intimate with, or that you want to share yourself with, right? And so definitely they're being clarified by the Two of Wands, the Chariot, and the Ace of Swords. All this new stuff takes a little bit of planning, right? It takes a bit of planning to say, okay, I'm going to let those ones go. I'm going to start, really spending more time with these people. These people bring me value. Those people don't bring me value, right? And really, going forward in a very purposeful type of manner here, a very purposeful approach, which is taking the reins of the Chariot and driving forward, okay? So very much, a purposeful direction. Now, FYI, you have an Aquarius on the table here. You also have potentially Cancer involved. So not sure if those, people or those signs are meaningful to you in any way, shape, or form, but certainly cards are on the table for that. And definitely, a feeling of where you are pulling in your power and you are driving it. You are the driver of this Chariot, right? You've got your sword out and you are getting that clarity, that, to be able to plan out that future for yourself, to say, Going forward, these are the only people that I want to be with. Going forward, this is my plan. Going forward, this is how I intend to comport myself. This is the future that I want to have, and this is the future that I want to, a future that I really want to drive toward, right? The future that I want to create for myself. By the way, you also have a Sagittarius on the table here. Sorry, I didn't even notice that one. But in the last week, you know, we have again this Temperance card, right? So temperance, right? And so, very clearly here a message of, yes, things we make plans, things will come out the way we want our plans to come out, but all in good time. A little bit of patience, a little bit of exploring sort of the balance between what we want, what we've had in the past, right? A little bit of, balancing that act out will make the path a lot smoother for you. And when we see what we want, we can then drive a lot quicker toward that goal. Okay. Temperance being clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Now, in this week, the last week here of February, either a number of people around you, and I would say youngish people, people that are a bit younger, because you've got two knights here, and you've got the Queen of Pentacles, or definitely very much just a feeling here of action, lots of action, right? Because we have two knights, right? Knights are all about action. They're the ones, we got three knights actually on the table, all about the action, all about going off on these, quests and, achieving goals, right? And so, in this last week, what you are attempting to do, and whether, you are attempting to, as I said, map out your future, it's very much a mapping and knowing that what it is that you want, right? And knowing that, you need to have a bit of fun mixed in with a bit of, real world stuff, mixed in with a, hey, I'm going to go off and do this, but not being too brash about making decisions, but combining all of the little bits and pieces of what it is that you want, right? And gaining that knowledge that you need to know that this is the future, right? This is the right path for my future. Okay. So really feeling here that, as I said, there's bits and pieces of what you want, but it all comes with a little bit of patience. It'll start to sort itself out for you, very, very much so. Okay. I'm just going to pull for you now an Oracle of the Fairies card to close this out. And we can have a card for Leo, please, for February 2022. Message for Leo. Okay, and the card out is called Protection. I'll just give you a look there. Protection, and I'll read to you what it says on the card. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So absolutely fabulous. Always great to know that we're protected, totally protected. And as you make your plans, know that, the fairies are there for you. And, this is a really beautiful reading. Leo couldn't really say anything bad about that. So just to say, if anything in this reading did resonate with you, then please do hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, then you'll know when I've uploaded another reading. And with that, I hope that I will see you here again next month. Until then, I'm wishing you divine light and love.